Well, hello. Today is Saturday, April 11th, and losing track of days here. But today is time for our weekly meeting highlights. My weekend's on Saturday. The new weekly starts tomorrow, but this is the one that I always talk about every week. And this one is called How to Stay on Track. We definitely need it. So, did I stay on track this week? Did I have a loss? Let's see. Let's take a look. Well, as you can see, I did. I had a loss. I lost 2.2, and my weight is 213.6 now. When I started this journey, I was 304.2, and so that means my total loss is 90.6. I'm so happy. On January 1st, when I made my goals for the year, my first goal was to hit 100 pounds by Easter, which is tomorrow. And when it became apparent that I wasn't going to hit the 100 pounds, I readjusted my sales and decided on 90 pounds. I crushed it. Well, I didn't crush it, but I'm 0.6 over what my goal was. So my next goal is to get to 95 pounds. So I just have to lose 4.4 pounds. My ultimate goal now is to get to the 100 pounds by my first weigh-in in June, which I think, I didn't look at the calendar, but I think the first Saturday in June is the 7th, which is 8 or 9 weeks from now. That's a little bit, a pound a week. I think I can do it. I really do think I can do it. But anyway, the only way I'm going to do it is by staying on track. So let's see what they had to say. How to stay on track. Chances are good that your life looks pretty different now than it did a month ago. I think that's an understatement. My daughter's birthday was March 11th, and we were going to celebrate her birthday. We were going to have some turkey. I bought some turkey breasts, and our state went into a shutdown, so we didn't do it. My son's birthday's next week. My son-in-law and my grandson's birthday's in 2 weeks. My niece's is in 2 weeks, or in the 23rd. We're not going to be celebrating any of those together, but if this is what's going to work to keep us safe, we'll just have one big giant party when all of this is over. But chances are also good that some of the healthy habits you developed have slipped. Altogether now, that's okay. A lot of people are stress eating. I do understand that. I'm very surprised at how well I'm doing. I'm going to be honest with you because if you followed me in 2019, I struggled through the whole year. I lost a total of 7 pounds the whole year. I don't even know how much I've lost this year so far. I should check that out. If I'll put it in the underneath here, how much I've lost so far since my first weigh-in in January, because I'm really doing really well this year. And as much as I don't like staying home, I do find that being on quarantine is helping me stay on my plan. I am definitely eating from my pantry and my freezer. I'm not eating any carry-out food because I'm still a little leery about that. And I don't go to restaurants anymore. I usually go to a restaurant at least 3 times a month. I have carry-out every Sunday with my daughter. And when I was able to get to the store, I was tempted by the donuts and things like that. So, and when I do a grocery order, I do it an online order, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm not looking to go into the stores anytime soon. So I ordered something last Sunday and I can't pick it up till Monday. So I have to plan a little bit more diligently and make healthy choices when I shop because I'm not going to go into the stores. And so my plan is to stay on track and keep rocking it like I think I'm doing. We're all human and we're going through a lot these days. When we lose that momentum, we also tend to stop measuring our progress to avoid all the feelings. I think that if you're having a stressful day, just think, you know what, today is a stressful day. But then tomorrow might not be as stressful. I do find that each day, for me at least, it's a little less stressful. Not to say that it's still not stressful, because it is. Not to say that it's not boring, because it is. But I'm finding other ways to turn my focus rather than on food. And it's hard, I understand. I am an emotional eater. At least I have been in the past. You don't get to be 304.2 pounds by not being an emotional eater. But I think that this prepared me, Weight Watchers or WW prepared me for this, to let me know that, you know what, you don't want to lose all the progress you've made. If you have a few gains along the way, okay, you had a few gains, but, you know, don't let it define you. Don't let it decide that this is okay, you know, I might as well give up. Because I personally don't see us getting back into the studios here in Michigan before June. I really don't. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to gain all kinds of weight. I want to be one of the ones that goes back on that first day, and I'm going to have a huge loss on my little book, because it's going to be huge. It really is. Thinking about it, I can look at the... No, that won't do it. That won't do it, because I'm in a new book. I will... By now you already know, because I already put it in the bottom. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's get on. Studies show that monitoring how we're doing by tracking food, activity, and weight, even when we don't lose weight, even when we don't like the results, is an important part of getting back or staying on track. So show yourself some kindness and put your health first. It's especially important right now. I do find that with any kind of illness, they always tell you that if you eat a healthier diet, you have a more likelihood of getting better quicker. That's not to say that you're not going to get sick or infected or anything like that, but I think that your immune system is better able to fight off a more serious infection. This is really an infection that's really kind of taken everybody by surprise, and this virus. But I do think that it does seem that there's a lot of people going home from the hospitals, and I think that the people going home are the ones that were a little bit on the healthier side without a lot of underlying issues. So, what does success look like for you this week? Once you've answered the question, begin to track your progress. Get in there using the strategies below. Okay, the first strategy they give you is build time into your schedule to track meals either throughout the day or all at once at night. It'll make tracking second nature. I always track on my phone, and I always track in a book. But I track my meals as I'm going along. I started doing a menu plan a couple months ago. It kind of fell to the wayside. But I do track everything I eat. And even if I'm going over, I still track it, because I'd like to know where I went wrong, or, you know, if I have a gain or a loss. I'd like to look back and say, well, this is why I had such a great loss, or this is why I had a gain. So it really does help. And it does make you a little more conscious and aware of what you're eating too. If you have a scale at home, weigh yourself on your workshop day at the same time and place every week. First thing in the morning before breakfast, in the nude is best. Does that mean that when we go back to meetings, they're going to let us weigh in the nude? This girl's not going to be weighing in the nude. Nobody needs to see what's underneath here. But I weigh on a digital scale once a week on Saturday mornings. My weigh-ins on Saturdays were at 9 o'clock at my studio. So I weigh myself at 9 o'clock on my digital scale. Now, it is a little bit less than what I would have weighed at the scale at Weight Watchers, because let's face it, I wear a few more clothing. I don't weigh in the nude, but I'm just like in my pajamas. And pajamas are lighter than street clothes. So I know that when I go back, I'm probably going to weigh 1 or 2 pounds more than what I weigh in the morning with my pajamas on. But I'm still going to have a loss. That's all that really matters. Keep a healthy habit journal on the nightstand and write down what went well or didn't every night. It'll help you pinpoint where to make adjustments to better stay on track with your goals. Well, I'm a big journaler anyhow, so but I don't keep it by my bedside. I just have it where, you know, it's on the desk or on the kitchen counter or something, and I write down, you know, what I did for the day. I have one of those calendars that you get at Hallmark, which they didn't give out this year. I don't know why, so I had to go and break down and go to the dollar store and buy one, spend $1 out of my own pocket. Woe is me, you know. But anyway, and I always write little things in there, what's going on, people's birthdays, anniversaries, something that I did well that day, something I didn't do so well that day, something that disturbed me. And I have them all dating back to probably 1980, 1981 is when I first started doing that. If you don't have a scale, estimate your weight and enter it in the WW app weekly. You'll be able to reflect on your week, and you'll still earn 50 wellness points for maintaining the habit. Excuse me. I don't like this one. You know, I could get on this. I could just say, you know, I think I lost 5 pounds this week, and then put 5 pounds on the thing. And then when I finally go back to my meeting, I'm going to find out I gained. That one I don't really like. I understand what they're saying, but I think a better way of measuring that would be to take measures with a tape measure, just to see how well you're doing, or just snap a picture of yourself and then check it a week later. If you've had man, that really won't work either. But I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of just guessing your weight. And the last one is to be sure to share milestones or roadblocks during your virtual workshop, or swap stories with other members, coaches, and guides in your studio group on Connect. I don't know how many other people are like me, but I don't like the Connect app. I know a lot of people love it. More power to you. I'm not a big fan of the Connect group. Also, I'm not a big fan of the virtual workshop. It's better than no meeting, I'll give them that. But any ones that I've been on, I have not seen anybody that attended my meetings. And I don't really see my coach. She's there, but she's not part of the contribution of the what do you call it? The discussion. So like I said, it's better than nothing. I did go to the one on Wednesday. It was all right. You know, it was all right. I wasn't doing anything else, so it was okay. But like my supposed group does it this morning, I just didn't get up. I thought, no. So maybe I might have seen some of the people in my group. I don't know, but I didn't. Anyway, so the recipe is for the chocolate chip meringue cookies. It seems pretty easy. It's just 4 egg whites, a cup of sugar, half a cup of mini sweet chocolate chips, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Seems pretty easy. But anyway, if you try it, let me know. But anyway, I'm really happy with my loss, 2.2. I now weigh 213.6, edging my way into getting to the under 210. I got to lose 3.7 to get under that, so that's my new goal, other than the 95 pounds. But if I hit the 95 pounds, that'll put me right into the aughts, as they say, and a 90.6 total loss. So I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm really proud of myself. I know I'm breaking my arm, patting myself on the back, but I don't have anybody at a meeting going, yay! But so that's the meeting highlights for today. It is how to stay on track. And I know we're going to do it. I know we're going to all struggle for the next month or two. And it's going to be kind of scary even after that. But we just need to stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay safe. Stay hopeful. Stay home. Okay, I'll talk to you guys either on my daily vlog or I'll see you next week. Okay, here's the weekly. I cleaned out my file cabinet and I found out I had some printer ink in there. So I was able to print the weekly off in color this week. So this is the weekly that they sent. And then I'll show you the recipe next. And the recipe is for chocolate chip meringue cookies. I don't think I'm going to be trying them, but if you try them and you like them, let me know. I'm curious. That's what they look like.